Hi, this is Teri Schmidt with the Sioux Falls Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm here to tell you about things happening in Sioux Falls April 16th through the 22nd. You can go to Heirloom Creations for a beginning sampler quilt class. The Museum of Visual Materials is going to be hosting a basic photography class. The Literacy Breakfast will be held at Ramkota Hotel. And Heirloom Creations will be hosting a Sew a Trendy t-shirt class. You can also go to the Convention Center for SME, which is Sales and Marketing Executives, Women in Business event. Heirloom Creations will be hosting another class called An Apron for Mom or Me sewing class. Also, Museum of Visual Materials was going to have a magazine swap and talk. The Old Courthouse Museum is going to be hosting a silly dance program again at the Old Courthouse. The arena is hosting the El Riad Shrine Circus. Always come one, come all, have a great time. Dalrymple Village is going to have the Heartland Handbell Choir. And if you're into Indian cooking, chai tea, and double Kamita Indian, you can go to the Career and Technology Education Academy and take that workshop. The Old Courthouse Museum is going to have the exhibit Researching Your Historic House, again at the Old Courthouse Museum. Heirloom Creations, private sewing quilting lessons, and a Serger Mastery sewing class. The Edith Mortensen Center Theater is going to host a production called Our Town. The Convention Center will be hosting the 2012 Parkinson Awareness Month Conference. Again, if you want to dance, it's Fourth Friday dance lessons at the Dance Ballroom and Studio. The Champion for Children Awards Luncheon will be at the Ramkota. Soups on Sewing Quilting Lounge at the Heirloom Creations. And back to Ramkota for South Dakota Kids Speak Conference. You can also go to the Elman Center at Augustana College for the second annual Viking 5K Run Fun. You can go to the Bacon Fest at the Multicultural Center. Shields Sports is going to hold a class called Concealed Carry Weapons. The Heirloom Creations is hosting Heirloom Creations Quilt Triangle Exchange. And you can go to the fairgrounds for Horsepower's Handy Riders Annual Horse Show. The Moose Lodge is hosting Spring Roundup Dance. The Minnehaha Country Club is hosting Tableware for Children's Care. Back to Heirloom Creations for Yes You Can Machine Quilt. And the Zoo is holding a class called Z is for Zebras. Ongoing events in Sioux Falls as we get into the summer months. The Washington Pavilion has Ansel Adams Masterworks. They also have Nature Unleashed inside Natural Disasters. The Old Courthouse Museum has many exhibits. Some of them are bicycles, Life on Two Wheels, Fired Up, 50 Years of Hot Air Ballooning exhibit, Man's Best Friend, Northwind Enduring Dakota Winters, Underwear, A Brief History, and Vietnam in Our Words, all at the Old Courthouse Museum. The Pettigrew Home is hosting an exhibit called Cabinet of Curiosities, a look at Sioux Falls' first museum. They also have an exhibit called Speculation and Conflict, The Rise of Sioux Falls, Wallace Dow, Prairie Architect, and You Are Here Surveying Dakotas, all again at the Pettigrew Home. The Great Plains Zoo has the fabulous children's activity called Dino Roars, and Heidi Dalrymple Gallery has an exhibit called Alice Leora Briggs Near Impunity. They also have a senior art gallery on display. And, of course, don't forget, it's that time of year for the Kingswood Area Rummage Sale, and that takes place this week in Sioux Falls. Sculpture Walk is coming into play with all new sculptures for the summer. Don't forget the Wells Fargo Cinedome movies at the Washington Pavilion. The USGS Eros Data Center is giving tours. And again, the Falls Park Visitor Information Center is open for the summer. So go down to the falls and enjoy the summer. This is Teri Schmidt for Results Radio Cumulus Media.